Hey, almost didn't make it. Mental note, never eat a salad before making a video like I did in that last video. Have these like salad pieces migrating in my teeth. Ah, that was not smart. No, it was not. Oh, tattooed monkey. No more eating a salad before making a video. Dumb mistake. You think after 6,500 videos, I would know better. I made a list of the absolute utmost, topmost books a couple days ago, and that list was completely accurate. I did leave out one book that I meant to be in that absolute topmost collection, and that is the Periphysian by John Scotus Erigena. Periphysian. Periphysion. The Periphysian. Anybody that is like, depending on what their skills are, a mid-teenager on up, they should be reading that. And it's more about developing the muscles inside their mind to think spontaneously, problem solving. Excellent, excellent work. It's just absolutely unmatched. There are copies out there online. If you have trouble finding it, let me know. I'd like to mention a few last books, and I get asked this question all the time, and there's only two books that are any darn good about the topic specifically. One has a horrible title, and that's about Pythagoreanism. Okay, the first book, and there's like copies of it on online for like $150, but there are also digital copies out there, thanks to me. It's called Lore and Science in Ancient Pythagoreanism. Topmost book, Lore, L-O-R-E, Lore and Science in Ancient Pythagoreanism. That's book number one, and in no particular order. This is a horrible title. This is a paperback. I think it's like $24 on Amazon or something like that. Horrible title. You got to ignore the title, but this is all about the real deal original Pythagoreanism. It's called Touches of Sweet Harmony. Please ignore this horrific title. It's just disgusting that they named such an awesome book. You think this is about like a love romance. No, this is about hardcore, the original Pythagoreanism and mysticism. Tons and tons and tons. This book is just, this is gold mine. But please ignore the title. As I say, you can't judge a book by its title. By the way, the best translation of the Periphysian, the only real one, is by I.P. Sheldon. It's I.B. Sheldon, excuse me, I.B. Sheldon. He died a little bit further than halfway through the translation of the Periphysian. The rest of it was finished off by another master, just as good, if not better, which is O'Meara, but it's all a 5-volume set of the Periphysian. There is a single-volume edition. It's impossible to find. It has recently been republished. It's like $60 or something like that. And it's just been digitized and put into a paperback, I think it's paperback book form. So you could find it by doing a Google search on the Periphysian. Here's a couple, and one is better than the other. This is a complete collection. This is the only reason I mentioned this one first is because it's really cheap. This is about pseudo-Dionysius. The complete works of pseudo-Dionysius. I think it's composed, in the 5th century CE. This is a masterpiece. This is inspired about 90% of Christian mystics. The guys that you think are amazing, they were inspired by this. The original author is unknown, so that's why we say pseudo-Dionysius. We went by the pen name Dionysius the Areopagite. Divine names, you have the letters, and ones on the metaphysics names of language of unsaying. This is about apophaticism. The better of the two, but it is not complete. This is the cheap, inexpensive. They're actually both inexpensive. This is it. It's called Dionysius the complete title. Dionysius the Areopagite on Divine Names and Mystical Theology. Right here, if you can see the title. Absolutely incredible. I'll just give you a simple passage. It's oneness above unity. It's nameless, multiplicity of names. It's anomalous, perfect intelligibility, universal affirmation, universal negation, and state above affirmation and negation. It possesses mutual abiding and dwelling in its indivisible supreme persons and utterly indifferentiated and transcendent unity. Anyway, speaking in this dialectic of apophatism or via negativa, this is the gold. This is also to the author that inspired John Scotus Erigena to compose the Pitaphesian, which I've been recommending so many times. I think this book is like $24, Dionysius the Areopagite on Divine Names and Mystical Theology. It's translated by C.E. Rolt with a foreword by Armstrong. It's Ibis Press. You find that online. By the way, and this is a fact, and if you don't believe me, it's not important because it's still true, because that's all that matters. All religions, and I'm not interested in religion, I don't discuss religion, I'm interested in metaphysics, true metaphysics. I have not only no connection to New Age movement, I can't stand the New Age movement, the whole chakras and touchy-feely, burn incense, that whole thing, I have no connection to any of that. All religions were revived in whole or in part by consuming true metaphysical and mystical texts like Gregory of Nyssa, Plotinus, the Pitaphesian, the Cloud of Unknowing text, Iamblichus, Damasius, Syrianus, Proclus, Plotinus' disciple Porphyry. All religions, this includes both Judaic, because I forget the texts. I'm trying to remember the specific texts. But anyway, it was revived completely due to Neoplatonism. Oh, here's this Adobe scamware, Flash Player. Yeah, God, I hate Adobe. Anyway, God, I hate Adobe. I forgot to uninstall it on this computer. Inspired Arabic mysticism. It's Ibn something, I forget, which means son of, right? I should have brought that book out here. That was all inspired by Neoplatonism, a Christian mysticism revival of the 4th through the 8th, actually 4th through the 12th century, that is 100% due to Neoplatonic monistic metaphysics and its mysticism thereof. So people say, why don't you ever talk about religion? Why are you always, poo-pooing religion? Because all of it was revived and kept alive by true metaphysics. And it doesn't matter whether that is Hermetic, and I don't touch Hermeticism for the most part, but it was revived and kept alive by Platonism, works like the Pitaphesian and Iamblichus and Porphyry and Damasius and Syrianus. That is what kept these religious mysticism movements alive. They stole everything that's good from that and they incorporated it into their own religious dogma. It's not my belief, that's actually a fact. So, here's the last one. It's the mystical languages of unsaying. And this goes over the best that ever was. Talking about the apophaticism, the via negativa of Meister Eckhart, of Plotinus. However, this guy's not the expert on Plotinus. John Scotus Erigena, who I keep talking about, the author of the Pitaphesian. Ibn Arabi. Ibn Arabi is 99% inspired by Neoplatonic Platonism. Meister Eckhart is really, really good stuff to read. Meister Eckhart, Cloud of Unknowing, also too from Dionysius the Areopagite or pseudo-dionysius. Gregory of Nyssa. I find it fascinating that when people study religious beliefs and dogmas and stuff, and I'm not going after any religion, they have no idea that all this stuff that they love by their religious gurus or commentators is stuff that was stolen from true mystics and true metaphysicians like Plotinus and Meister Eckhart and the Pseudo-Dionysius of John Scotus de Regina, and pseudo-Dionysius. Most people don't realize that. More people are starting to awaken to that fact, and they're going to the original sources. Anyway, if you want to get one book, by the way, once again, those are the 2 Pythagorean books that I mentioned just a second ago. This is the one to get. This is the complete works. Translation is not as great. Of Pseudo-Dionysius. This is a really cheap copy by Paulus Press. This is the better of the 2, even though it's not complete, by Ibis Press. So I think everybody should actually have this. And that's the... sorry, I'm always thinking about 1,000 things at once. So I hate Adobe. Do you hate Adobe like I hate Adobe? I really do hate Adobe. Anyway, thanks for watching. Goodbye.